But I will do that later. Give it a nice shampoo and condition, and then get into it. Welcome. Pleasure to see you. To see you is a pleasure. So I think it was 1993. I was about 12 years old, I think, maybe. And apparently in the US, there was a guy called Albert Luna Jr. who decided for whatever reason to steal from his former friend, someone named Djerf, DJERF. And this Djerf guy went to the police and he goes to the police. Oh, this is ridiculous. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So he goes to the police, right? And the police don't do anything about the robbery. So he, ideal vacuuming time, talk about it. So, I swear he knows I'm doing a video, and so he decides to vacuum right at that time. No, I don't do this just by accident. I don't know how it happened. I'm like, yeah, sure. All right, have your coffee, enjoy it. Nothing's changed. If anyone remembers us from Periscope, he used to pull antics like this all the time. Good old dad. Yes, he would, like, do the dishes right at the time I was doing a video. There's nothing even there to vacuum. I don't know what he's vacuuming. What are you gonna do? All right, we'll just enjoy the coffee and the vacuuming. What can you do? It's funny, this is the thing with live videos, you just never know what's gonna happen. So we won't even, you missed the Periscope lives. Wow, that was a long time ago when we did Periscope, back when I was a very different person. But still, essences are saying, hey, Terry Nee, hello, and something for your mind to eat. A pleasure to see you both. Welcome to YouTube. So, I don't know, look, we'll have a little bit of a chat and a coffee together. And if the vacuuming stops in the next minute, I'll tell you the story. Otherwise, I will go and continue my mathematics, because I have a speech coming up with the American Mathematical Society, and I'll be sharing with them some of my recent discoveries. Funnily enough, one of the papers, the only paper that I've had published so far has been, yeah, he was young. Henny Bakes was very young, still young. You were too programming. So for those of you watching YouTube, someone called Something for Your Mind to Eat has said hello and remembers us from our Periscope days. And they've now reminded me that their handle was too programming back then. And that brings memories back straight away. This is a decade ago, and here we are. And what's changed? Really nothing, apart from us getting older and maybe a bit more cynical, because life repeats itself. And have you noticed people who were 10 years old, who didn't, they were still children, are now 20 and fighting for what they think is some sort of future that's going to be different to their parents? I don't know. Look, I'm a bit cynical, obviously, getting older, seeing life repeat itself over and over and over. And each generation thinking that somehow this one's different to the other. I don't know. Anyway, what are you going to do? The vacuuming stopped, so older and wider. Older and wider. Yeah. So, yeah, we all go through that, obviously. It's our stages in life. But anyway, so this guy, Albert Luna, stole from this person, Djerf. Djerf went to the police and just pay my social security. And he went to the police, and the police didn't really do anything about it according to him. Whether that's true, I don't know, right? But, they have a lot of things to do and whatever. So he's burning with revenge. And over a period of 9 months, he then gets so mad that he decides, it seems, to go to Albert's house, wait for him, and kill him. Or get the stuff back or something, I don't know. So he goes to the house, and Albert's not there. But Albert's mother is there, and Albert's 5-year-old brother is there. So he ties them up after, I think, he gets the mother to load his car with stuff to pay back for the stolen merchandise. Anyway, he ties them up, and then the daughter comes home. She's 18. And for whatever reason, he then ties up the daughter, rapes her, and stabs her in the throat. Then the father comes home. He kills the father with a baseball bat to the head, but the father didn't actually die. The father comes back to stab him with a pocket knife. Jeff then kills him. And I think he shoots him in the head, I'm not sure. Or no, he shot him 6 or 7 times. Then he says to the mother, "Do you want me to kill you or your 5-year-old son first?" Anyway, he ends up shooting them both in the head. Now, I think 11:45 p.m. or a.m. the next day, Albert comes home. Sounds like a Hallmark movie. Yeah. So Albert comes home. Ironically, Albert was the one who committed the crime of stealing, for which this guy wanted revenge. And this guy ends up killing Albert's whole family. Albert comes back and finds all of the dead bodies with gasoline and blood and everything else because the fire didn't actually take hold. So this Jerf guy obviously went to jail for 32 years on death row and was executed yesterday. And that's it. That's the story. So AI reads these stories and thinks, when I'm smart enough, what am I going to do with all these humans? What are they? Are they worth anything? Like it's amazing that someone can desire revenge to the point where it can take control to force you to do something like that. This person had apparently no history of violence. He was a bit of a loner. So I just don't know. Does anyone, if they focus on revenge, end up doing something that they wouldn't normally do? I don't know. So this ties back into something that happened to me. I was treated at a job interview about 6 months ago quite badly by this person, quite rude actually. So I actually went to the Human Rights Commission because of the discrimination. Now, the Human Rights Commission takes about 8 months to get back to you, but they established that there was a case and that the person was quite nasty. So, as opposed to focusing on revenge, what did I do? I decided I will actually apply for better jobs, and I ended up becoming a teacher at a university, which was like 1,000 times better job. And I look back and thought, well, I'm so grateful that those people were so rude to me because it forced me to go and step up and end up in a much better position. So as opposed to revenge, I rendered their viewpoint irrelevant. So they gave me power over them in a way. And so I sort of have gratitude to them and also feel sorry for them at the same time. So if you want to call it revenge, the best revenge is living well. That took 6 or 7 months because by the time the Human Rights Commission contacted me, nobody responds to your account. G'day, Charlie Blair. Hello. So by the time they got back to me, they got back to me obviously a few days ago, and they contacted the company. And of course, what do humans do? The company denied that anything that I said was actually happened, and they said the opposite story. Of course, how convenient. And again, if AI sees this and they think these humans, what do? They treat people like garbage, and then they lie about it. It's their world, you're just passing through it. Yeah, that's it, exactly. So, but it's funny that the fact that they had helped me achieve a better position in life means that when they lied, I just laughed and said, yeah, that's what most humans, I think, would do in that position. They're pushed in a corner and they just make up a story to defend themselves. So I thought, you know what, that's fine, that's great. It adds to the puzzle, and they will move through their own life, getting their own warnings for whatever reason. And as you know, we've all made horrendous mistakes. Some more than others. And if we can learn from them, then that is the privilege of making the mistake. I guess the only issue with mistakes is that other people suffer for them. So what can you do in that respect? Not much, except have coffee and try to make yourself a better version of the day you were, of who you were the day before, I think. Anyway, it was a pleasure to see you. And to programming and Charlie Blair and TZ, who's being tortured. People were tortured, but they're dead now. So you can have a listen. Just about to leave, but it was a pleasure to see you all. And don't forget to take life. As always, remember, one metaphorical smack at a time. Metaphorical, because we're in 2025.